friends, join us on an unforgettable hiking adventure through the heart of the Knuckles. Our journey began in the quiet village of Hanwella, nestled in Kehelpathduruwa, Uttarakhand, where we had spent the night at the cozy Knuckles Holiday Inn. From the garden of the inn, the world opened up in a breathtaking panorama. In the distance, Kehelpathduruwa rock rose like a silent sentinel, its rugged outline sharp against the morning sky. To its left, the majestic profile of Yahangala stood proud and still, an ancient throne carved by time itself. As the sun rose gently over the misty hills, we enjoyed a simple breakfast, knowing the day ahead held both challenge and wonder. With our backpacks strapped and spirits high, we set off towards Kalugala, a hidden hamlet wrapped in forest green and mystery. It was there that we were to meet our guide, Sri Lanka, a local who knew these trails very well. Hidden deep within the misty folds of Sri Lanka's central highlands, Kehelpathduruwa rock rises proudly in the Knuckles mountain range. The trail to this majestic peak begins from the quiet village of Kalugala in Uttarakhand, a place where time slows down and nature takes the lead. The Knuckles region, also known as Dambara Kanduvedia, is a strictly protected conservation zone, home to a rich variety of endemic plants, rare flora, and elusive wildlife. Anyone planning to explore this delicate ecosystem must first obtain permission from the Department of Wildlife Conservation. Fortunately, the process is simple, and the ticket cost is quite affordable. As you make your way through the dense forest, where paths disappear beneath tangled roots and towering trees, it's highly recommended to travel with an experienced local guide. These guides not only know the trails but also understand the shifting moods of the weather and the hidden rhythms of the forest. Long before hiking boots and backpacks found their way into Sri Lanka's highlands, the mountains were seen not just as landscapes but as living, breathing realms of the divine. In Sri Lankan tradition, especially among villagers who dwell near the Knuckles mountain range, the mountains are protected by unseen forces, guardian deities known as Kanda Devio, Gala Bandara, and forest spirits called yakshas. These beings are believed to watch over the land, the animals, and the people who pass through. To enter their domain is to step into a sacred space. Before beginning a journey into the mountains, elders still perform quiet rituals, lighting a lamp, offering a handful of flowers, burning incense, or tying a simple white cloth kiri kadayak to a tree. Some whisper a prayer at the base of the trail or leave a coin by a wayside shrine, hang a branch of tree, asking for safe passage. It is believed that speaking harshly, plucking plants unnecessarily, or acting with arrogance can disturb the balance of the forest and invite misfortune. Respect, silence, and gratitude are the unspoken rules here. Even today, many guides and villagers share stories of travelers who lost their way or faced sudden storms after ignoring these customs, reminding us that the mountains listen and they remember. So, before setting foot on the trail, we honored the old ways. We gently tied a small branch of fresh leaves to a tree at the edge of the forest, an offering to the mountain spirits. With quiet hearts, we whispered a prayer, asking for their protection and blessing to guide us safely on our journey. The path from Kalugala to Kehelpathduruwa is not merely a trail through the hills. It is a walk through memory, myth, and mountain breath. Each step forward is a step deeper into the heart of Sri Lanka's untouched wild. After a few hours of steady hiking, we reached the Wellangolla Plain, a vast open grassland nestled among the peaks like a secret garden in the sky. Here, time slows. The wind sweeps freely across the meadow, and for a moment, the mountains seem to pause with you. The best time to attempt this trail is from February to early May, or again from July to September, when the skies are clearer, the paths are drier, and the mountains, though wild, are more forgiving. During the monsoon months, the trails become treacherous, veiled in mist and laced with leeches, swollen streams, and sudden rains that can turn earth to clay. From this sacred clearing, the mighty silhouette of Yahangala Rock rose in the distance, its blade like edge cutting across the horizon, steeped in ancient legend. Villagers say this is where King Ravana was laid to rest, and even now, the rock holds a watchful silence. Hiking to Kehelpathduruwa, deep within the Knuckles mountain range, is not just a walk, it's a journey into the soul of the wilderness. But like all things sacred, it demands the right moment and a willing spirit. To reach the summit and return safely, you'll need a full day's commitment, around 6 to 9 hours of hiking, depending on your pace, the weather, and how long you linger with the views. It's wise to begin early, as the forest wakes with the sun, and the light plays kindly on the trail in the morning hours. The day of our hike, the mountains greeted us with a restless mood. Strong winds swept across the ridges, howling through the trees and pushing against us with every step, making the climb more demanding than it might be on a gentler day. Climbing the trail was a challenge on its own, but filming as we climbed added another layer of difficulty. The wind tugged at our cameras, the trail demanded our full focus, and yet, we did our best to capture glimpses of the magic unfolding around us. Though we couldn't record every moment, we've gathered the scenes that stirred us most, and now, we share them with you, just as we experienced them. We pressed on, leaning into the gusts, drawing on every bit of strength we had. Though the storm slowed our pace and tested our resolve, it only added to the raw thrill of the journey. Still, we were mindful of our limits, of each other, and of the need to move forward safely in nature's shifting mood. As the day drew to a close, we followed the same path back, our boots retracing the muddy steps through forest and field. We paused once more at the Wellangolla Plain, where the wind whispered across the grass, and there before us stood Yahangala Ravana's grave, cloaked in shadow and legend. We sat in silence, gazing at its jagged silhouette, and wondered what battles had once echoed in this valley, what truths still lay buried beneath stone and story. The villagers speak of many things, tales passed in low voices, of lights in the forest, of sounds without a source, and paths that vanish and reappear. And the more we listened, the more we began to feel it too, that in this wild, ancient land, something deeply mysterious lingers, hidden just out of reach, as if waiting for the right eyes to see it, or the right heart to believe. At the edge of the Wellangolla Plain, groups of eager adventurers had gathered, their eyes fixed on the distant silhouette of Yahangala. They stood in clusters, young, spirited, and restless, each one drawn by the call of the mountain. We wandered deeper into the open grasslands of the Wellangolla Plain, where silence reigned and the wind whispered through the tall blades. On certain days, we were told, wild elephants roamed here, ghost-like figures moving gently through the mist. The view took our breath away, not just for its beauty but for the strange energy in the air, a mix of wonder, stillness, and something ancient. The sky shifted moods, and the light danced across the peaks, leaving us humbled in the face of such untamed majesty. Yet, our journey was not over. As we began the descent from the Wellangolla Plain, the weight of the day settled into our limbs. After hours of hiking under shifting skies and through rugged trails, our bodies were weary, and each step felt heavier than the last. The path down seemed to stretch endlessly, winding through forest and stone, as if the mountain itself did not wish to let us go so easily. But with steady hearts and quiet determination, we pressed on one foot after another. And slowly, as the light softened and the wind grew calm, we reached the end of our trail. Tired, yes, but fulfilled. The mountain had tested us, and we had walked its wild path from rise to fall. It was evening by the time we made our way back down to the village, the fading light casting long shadows across the winding path. Along the way, we stumbled upon something truly unexpected, a hidden gem known as Attalaya, a natural lodging tucked high among the trees. Rowan, the passionate owner, had built an eco-friendly treehouse here, blending seamlessly with the forest around it. This was no ordinary stay. It was a Chena experience designed for those who long to live closer to nature's heartbeat. With bright eyes and eager words, Rowan shared stories of his creation, the careful craftsmanship, the whispers of the forest that inspired him, and his dream to offer a true sanctuary for wanderers. He warmly invited us to linger a while, and so we accepted, climbing up into the treehouse with our packed late lunch in hand. There, perched among the branches, we ate as the forest rustled softly around us, feeling a rare peace that only such a place can bring. For anyone seeking to truly immerse themselves in nature's embrace, Attalaya offers a rare chance to rest beneath the canopy and listen to the wild, far from the noise of the world below.
Just relax. Make it yagan konda. Sir, blade there.
You are the model now.
මගේ දිත් කෑවේ නෑ කන්න තරම් එකක් නෙමෙයි. නෑ මට හිතෙනවා ටයිම් එක මදි. කන්න ටයිම් එක මදි.
අපි එහෙම හිතාගෙන තමයි ගියේ ලස්සන ස්පොට් එකක ඉඳගෙන කන්න.
එහෙනම් පත්තරේ උතා ගන්න.
මේක ගන්න.
This journey will remain with us, a memory carved into the misty highlands of Sri Lanka. We hope you felt the magic too. If you enjoyed traveling with us, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us keep exploring and sharing these hidden corners of the world.
You want something in the chai? You can use this. This is 100% nature. Academy. දාන්න පුළුවන් නෑ ඒක දෙන්න බෑ ඒක බෑ ඒ කියන්නේ බේසික් ෆැසිලිටිස් ටික තියෙනවා ඔක්කොම
Yes.
Before we end this journey, our heartfelt thanks go to those who made it truly unforgettable. Lakshita, for making our stay so comfortable and thoughtfully organizing every detail. Sri our mountain guide, who led us through the wild with care and wisdom. Kandana, for warmly welcoming us into his village and sharing stories that brought the land to life. And Sanjiwa, whose trusty three-wheeler carried us across hills and valleys with a smile. Sri our guide's contact number attached in the description if you need his service. Come, take a glimpse into the heart of village life where time moves gently and beauty lies in the simplest moments. We've captured it all in our village tour, and you'll find the link waiting in the description below. Hi friends.